Well, good morning. It is barely morning. I slept in this morning. It is Sunday, December 8th, and I am getting ready to do a Rick Steves audio tour of the parts of police car of the parts of Prague that I haven't seen. So we're going to start in Wenceslas Square, and yes, it's that Wenceslas, good king. I was lonely today. My group left. Either people flew back to the U.S. or there was a small group that continued on to Berlin. So, yeah, I miss everybody. Okay, this is good King Wenceslas. He was a king in the 10th century, according to Rick Steves, and he helped unite the Czech people. He said there might be more myth or legend than truth to everything that he did, but evidently he was quite the good person, so I'm good with that Christmas song. I am at the top of Wenceslas Square, and the whole square, down to the Christmas tree almost, down there, is under construction. And evidently, this is what it's going to look like after. So, that's nice. And this is the National Museum of Prague. Beautiful building, gorgeous. And this was a building built by the communists during their occupation. Because Prague was not damaged in World War II, or very, very, very minor damage, the Soviets didn't get a chance to build their ugly, ugly buildings like they did in parts of East Germany and Poland. Another thing that's interesting is the 1968 uprising. See those columns and see the plaster that's a different color? The Soviets wanted... So the uprising happened in 1968. It was unsuccessful. The plastered over the bullet holes from that uprising. But the Czech workers who did it mismatched the plaster intentionally. So that independent spirit lives on. And this is the Art Nouveau Hotel, the Grand Hotel Europa. Maybe like the Grand Budapest Hotel. So Rick Steves was talking about, sorry about the finger. In 1989 in November, there were all kinds of people that filled Wenceslas Square night after night while the Iron Curtain was falling. And, of course, they celebrated it when it fell. So, cool history here. All right, this is a passageway shopping mall that, again, Art Nouveau, modern stores. Okay, thanks to Rick Steves, I would never know about this place. And there is a statue of King Wenceslas riding an upside down horse. This is beautiful in here. Wow. Again, I would have never known. Good heavens, they don't build them like they used to. Okay, so here's another passage that Rick is suggesting we go in. So we'll see. All right, look at that window. That is gorgeous. That is an advertisement for a now defunct company, Tesla Radio. Yeah. Too bad that name is associated with a horrible person. And according to Rick and his friend, this is one of the favorite places for people in Prague to get ice cream, but it's a little too chilly today, so I'm going to skip that. And this is called the Franciscan Garden. A group of Irish Franciscans, there we go, came to Prague and established a monastery. And of course, the Franciscans are all about being close to God through nature because, yeah, it makes sense. It is so peaceful back here. You would not guess that the streets are mobbed with people. It's so quiet. It's lovely. And geez, even in December, there are some roses clinging on to these rose bushes. So pretty. And here is yet another skating rink. Yeah, very popular. And I think there might be a little Christmas market down this way. Yep, I was right. Christmas market. And if the other Christmas markets I've been in is any indication, it's basically just going to be food and drink. But ooh, I don't know. Here's some pretty things. I might stop for a second. But I do like the tree. Yeah, a couple booths selling stuff, but mostly food and drink. It is raining now, so I have my umbrella out. I'm very glad I brought an umbrella. Again, yum, Prague ham. Really awesome. So I'm gonna do a slow pan around, this is the bottom of Wenceslas Square, although it's more of a rectangle. Just, again, the architecture, like this building. All right, this building here, there we go. Like Art Nouveau, Art Deco. I'm not really sure what the difference is, but just gorgeous. All right, well, I haven't seen this before. It's a smithy. Wow, very cool. All right, sorry about the finger. I am in the Municipal metro station, and where I was above ground on my last video was the difference, or was the separating point between the old town, which dates from like the 1100s or the 1200s, and the new town, which dates from like the 1400s. So this is part of the original wall that separated, that was around the old town. And according to Rick, he says this was a gate. So I don't know, but pretty cool. So I came up from the metro on one of those scary elevators. Escalators. That wasn't horribly scary. But this is what I came up to. The story of the world's first Pilsner beer. So I might have to take a little detour and hop in there. All right, I am in the Pilsner Urquell store, and I may have bought something. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be a surprise. Okay, this is Precopia Street. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it properly. But this runs along excuse me, I've got the hiccups, the old moat. To the left is the old town where the wall was, and then the moat was outside the wall. And to the right is the new town. And again, the architecture and the buildings are just gorgeous. I use that word a lot, but it really is true. Now, I'm holding an umbrella. I'm going to try to turn off my camera. Right, I just walked in. I saw the sign outside. It said Art Palace, the Art Palace. All right, and I can't take the camera in the exhibition, but I do want to show you how beautiful the building is. Oh my goodness. I'm loving me this Christmas car. This is great. And this is where I entered Art Palace Prague, and it is spectacular. I don't know if you can see the, I guess they're mosaics. I don't know. Anyway, you had to buy a ticket to actually go into the building. I thought he was saying no photography, but you have to buy a ticket to get up. So, next trip. All right, this is the powder tower that is obviously being refurbished or restored. This is the only surviving gate into the city from the 1400s. So it's pretty old. All right, the cake trolley came by and I picked my dessert. I'm in the cafe. I'm gonna have a coffee and a cake in the Municipal house. So I am actually a customer here, and it is beautiful. Thank you. Oh, and I got my flat white. So it is just so beautiful in here, just Art Nouveau. And I have my tour at 1, so I've got 30 minutes to hang out. This is the Municipal house. This is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is Muchta's room. Wow. Wow. And we're leaving. All right, the tour of the Municipal house is over. Oh my goodness, it is amazing. And I am down in the basement now. This is the American bar. And it is, again, the decoration is just incredible. They're pouring Pilsner Urquell. And these are more decorations. I am in yet another church, and oh my goodness, what a chandelier. And it goes way up. And here's the front of it. I like that they have heat lamps. There's the pulpit. This is St. Nicholas Church. It's right in the Old Town Square. And again, the paintings or frescoes are so glorious, so ornate. I am in the pink Kazova Synagogue, and these are the names of all the Czechoslovakian Jews that were deported, and there are literally thousands of names. It continues into the next room. The first room I was in were the Jewish people from Prague. These are the names of people from different parts of Czechoslovakia who were deported and killed under the Nazi regime. Hate is a horrible, horrible thing. This is a heartbreaking room. Children in the town of Terezin, when it came under Nazi occupation. It was like one of those propaganda towns where They would let people in and they would say, see, we're treating the Jewish people really well. So the people in Terezin had it, I guess, better. And they started a program for children, drawing. And the majority of the children were sent to Dachau and the gas chambers. But this is a record of these children's drawings. This is the Jewish cemetery that our guide Katerina was telling us that people were buried in layers because it's such a small space. They had no land to bury their dead, so they just reused the plots. And like I said yesterday, she said that possibly there are 12 layers of Jewish residents of Prague here. This is, wow, I have never seen anything like this. And this is the old, it's called the Old New Synagogue. It was built in the 13th century. Wow. And inside the Old New Synagogue. It is one of the oldest synagogues in Europe. It's been in use for, well, except for World War II, for 700 years. And this is where the women used to sit. Well, I guess they still do. All right.
Oh, is this Italian, yeah?
I will have to say that it's, even though it's crowded, it is very beautiful at night. And especially pretty with the tree. Holy cow. Okay, this is dinner tonight. It's old Prague ham, a piece of bread, and some mustard. At least it's not sausage. The sausage is great, but I thought I'd try something else. All right, I finished my ham. I had to get out of the square because it was so crowded. And I got a Prague chicken cake. So we'll see what that tastes like. This will be my last bit of food here because I'm pretty satiated with food, so. Oh, this isn't my tram, but it's a Christmas tram. Oh, I love how it's decorated. And there it goes. Oh my gosh, that's an old one. All right, this is my hotel. This is the hotel that I've been at 3 nights. This is for my Gate 1 peeps. If you're watching my videos, another Gate 1 bus is in our spot. Oh, I miss you guys. Anyway. Well, I was going to do the sign off down in the lobby where they have a pretty Christmas tree and it's nice and decorated, but I came up to my room and forgot. So today's my last day and I leave tomorrow to go back home. I try to record on the travel day back home, but then I never get it posted. So I'm not even going to bother trying to record or post anything. I just want to say it was, you could tell from the video, it was a great trip. It was a busy trip. I'm on 15,000 steps for today and I'm pooped. So buy the shoes, but please make sure they're comfortable and eat the cake, which you saw me eat the hazelnut cake today, and take the trip. This is a great trip. Stay tuned. There's more coming up in the next couple of months. And everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And I'm dedicating this video to my cousin Susie, who we lost her today. So, you know, cousins oftentimes are your first best friend. So we're going to miss her. Anyway,
I'll see you next time. Bye.